And good morning, fellow ticket holders. I'm gonna take this magnificent view from our room down to the Garden Inn this morning. And also this morning we've already gotten started early, not as early as yesterday. Luckily we slept in a little bit more, so I'm assuming our bodies are starting to get used to the time change. But we went down and used onsen number 4 again. I don't remember what the official name of it is. Hana, Vanessa says. Yeah, that was our favorite one from yesterday here privately at the ryokan. So we went back down and used it again and got all showered up, soaked, relaxed. We also had the green tea and the second cookie cracker again this morning before we did that. But yeah, we're just now getting ourselves together, and at 8 o'clock very soon they're going to be coming in and setting up breakfast here. And so we will show you breakfast here momentarily. All right, as I said, it was almost breakfast time and I just barely got that intro in, but here we go. Here's our breakfast spread this morning. And as we were about to start eating, they brought a couple more things. So we have the miso soup, got 2 of those. And then we have the cooked fish this morning. First time we've ever had it like this. Right there's where the eyeball used to be. Okay, so we started with our fish because it was hot and the miso soup, and as you can see, we destroyed it. That's mine, and Vanessa's looks very similar. But this little white fish is really good. Cooked perfectly, really good with the lemon on top. And with that, that will conclude breakfast. As you can see here, ate most of the stuff, but I am really full, so I could not finish that salad. Obviously, I did not like the tofu skin. But yeah, everything was really excellent. And with that, that'll conclude our time here at the ryokan. We really enjoyed it. And hopefully we can be back to Kinosaki and maybe this ryokan again. So after checking out, we have come back right up here to the train station, but right across the street is the Kinosaki Onsen Tourism Center. And a perk that we get for staying at the ryokan here in town is they will take your bags for free until 5 p.m. So we got the little vouchers from the ryokan as we checked out. We put those on our bags and just dropped our bags off right here. The ticket tells us what time the train comes that we're going to be taking. So I wrote that on there and our name and the quantity. And we're allowed to keep it there until 5 o'clock or when our train comes, which is shortly after 1 o'clock. So really good perk for staying here in town. So it is currently 9:30. Our train comes at 1:29. So we're just under 4 hours. Just give us time to get our bags and everything to explore Kinosaki Onsen, the town. So we are walking down the main street here, headed back towards the other main street where the river is, so that we can go down to the ropeway and do a few other things. And as we're working down through, there is a persimmon tree right here with a ripe persimmon on it. There's another one up there that's not quite ripe, so that's cool to see. And we have made it to our first destination for the day, the Kinosaki Spa Ropeway. Working our way up the stairs before we get to the ropeway. At least we're not making the pilgrimage by foot to the top, because you could do that as well.
The Kinosaki Onsen Ropeway was the idea of Shiro Otagati, a native of Kinosaki Town and the first president of Kensai Electric Power Company. Construction began in 1960, and the following year it began operating as a tourist attraction in Kinosaki Onsen, taking guests to the top of Mount Daishi.
So we have made it to the top of the mountain, and we are going to stop in here to the Kinosaki coffee shop first. As you can see here, they are also decorated for Halloween inside the cafe, but we're going to pick up some coffee. So our coffee has been acquired, but first look how beautiful this view is that we're going to be drinking this coffee from. But here's our coffee right here. We got just some cafe lattes, iced.
And alongside of our coffee, we got this small jar of vanilla pudding from the Kinosaki Sweets Company.
So opposite of the station where you get off is the Kinkin Nature Trail, and we're going to walk this way and check it out. And it seems that it's a true nature trail that goes down here. But look over here on the left, we got, it looks like red toadstools like in Super Mario Brothers. But being limited on time today, we are not going to make it down the trail here, so we'll just see what we can see from up top here. So it looks like over here we have a very old school classic playground. Well, it is all roped off with rope, so you aren't going to have kids playing on this anymore, but man, it looks very abandoned but pretty cool. And it looks like we have like a homemade table up here by the playground and a bench, and I remember having crawl through tires or play on tires at some old schools, but man, they still have it up here. And you have an old jungle gym right here as well. I mean, look at these teeter-totters over here. Look at the horse heads on them. This is really old school right here. And you got the tires on the bottom so it doesn't hit the ground. And then down here on the end, it looks like is another trail. Again, it's roped off. So there's a whole bunch of nature trails. I'm assuming that's what this map is saying here. Yeah. So we are here at the top of the mountain, and you can trek all the way down to town apparently. That's really interesting. And then if you don't want to take the ropeway up, there's also a trail that goes all the way back down to the base as well. So you don't have to take the ropeway, but it definitely is the easiest way up. But next we are going to go to the opposite side of the station here and go up top, because we have some fortune discs that we need to throw, and hopefully we can get some good fortunes and good luck today. Okay, we need to go below this, but this is an observation deck on top of the ropeway station, so let's take another great view of the town down here. So magnificent and gorgeous. But yeah, that's the whole town down there, from left to right through the center of the screen. We walk those streets all the way down to the train station. But down here is where we need to go, and look, there are leaves starting to change on the trees. Fall has fallen upon Japan. I didn't think we would see any fall foliage. You can see right here, it has started. And the reason why I say that about the fall foliage is they don't predict it to be like what we get at home until December, January here, because it stays so warm. So to see a little bit of fall foliage is really cool to see. All right, we need to go this way now to stay down at the ground level. So what we have up here is the Osanji Temple, which is this direction up here. And right here is what I'm talking about getting good luck. And I showed these discs, so we have 3 discs that we can throw to try to hit that red target down there and try to get it through the hole, which that's farther than I expected it to be, which I guess that's the point.
And the girl told me to do them in order, and I forgot what each of them meant, but we shall try.
All right, Vanessa first. Oh, that was a good throw. Oh, too far. Oh, well, good try. My turn.
I wonder if anyone's made it before. Oh, that was a good one. Dang! Yeah. That'd be cool if you ever made it. Oh well.
Oh, okay, so the Ensonji Temple is actually down the hill here, And it's at another stop, which I don't think we're gonna make it to today, unfortunately, because we're running a little bit late today. So I'm not sure what the shrines and temples are that are up here, but they are beautiful. So inside this building here, my apologies, I'm not exactly sure if it's a temple or not, but you can purchase little medallions for good luck and whatnot. You can also buy these plaques here that you can hang. So if you have a wish or some type of request, you can write it right on the wood. You can also pick up a fortune on paper, and if it's bad, that's what you hang it here to basically make that bad fortune go away. And that will conclude our time at the ropeway. So we are gonna work our way back towards the train station with probably one stop in between. All right, and that one stop between the ropeway and the train station will be here at this sweet shop. And we're gonna get these ice cream cones called Kramiya. Apparently they're very popular here in Japan. And here we go, we have it right here. So we both got chocolate and vanilla twist and a vanilla cone.
Oh my gosh, so good. It's so smooth and creamy. That's like just milk, and it's just really good and creamy. It's like a dark chocolate, and it's really rich. It's so good.
Oh my goodness, so Kramiya ice cream is fantastic. So creamy, so flavorful. Love the rich chocolate flavor. The cone is a little oversweet for me, but yeah, really good. Really love it. Hopefully we can find another stand somewhere in Tokyo or somewhere before we leave Japan and get more of this ice cream. Alright, so we are waiting for our train to come. So we grabbed some lunch at the Family Mart. So lunch day is brought to us from Family Mart, and we got the famous Family chicken. So I got the spicy version, Vanessa got the regular version. We also picked up this bag of sour cream and onion potato chips. And here's the inside look. So it is basically a chicken thigh that is deep fried. And this is definitely spicy, more spicy than I expected, but it is good. We really enjoy this. We are excited that we were finally able to try Family chicken. So now that I've ate halfway through this chicken, it is really good. Yeah, still spicy. I just wish that the breading was a little more crispy, but the chicken is nice and juicy and tender. So the chicken is excellent. I just wish the coating was a little bit more crispier, but it could be just depending on how fresh they're made. So if it's been sitting in the warmer for a little bit, obviously it's not going to be as if it was freshly made, but definitely, again, excited that we had it. And again, we have made it back to the train station, and I believe this is our train. It had just came in and let people off from Osaka, and it's going to turn around and go back the other way with us on it. So it is time to leave Kinosaki Onsen and head on to our next city, which is going to be Osaka. And it is time to go catch our train. So goodbye, Kinosaki Onsen. Till next time.
So hello fellow ticket holders, and welcome to our debriefing on our daytime visit to Kinosaki Onsen. As you saw in this video, we took the Kinosaki Onsen Ropeway to the top of the mountain, and that was fantastic.
That was so much fun.
Really enjoyed that. But there's a little bit of information I would like to pass along for those of you that might be interested in checking it out. So let's go through that real quick. So the Ropeway has 3 stations. Obviously the one at the bottom where you get on and off, that one's called Senroku Station. There's then one about halfway up the mountain called Onsenji Station, and that's where the Onsenji Temple is. And then the third station that takes you to the top of Mount Daishi, and that one's called Sancho Station. And the reason I bring up the fact that there are 3 stations is the fact that there are different tickets based on where you want to go, and there are actually 3 different ticket options. So the first ticket is a round trip ticket to Onsenji Station. And this ticket is good if you wanted to just visit the Onsenji Temple and the Buddhist museum that is up there. It is the cheapest one. As of our visit in October 2023, it was 750 yen. The second option, which is what we had, is round trip to the top of the mountain and back down to the bottom. Now they do give you the option to get off at Onsenji Temple on the way up and on the way back down. But when we were doing it, it seemed like they were just letting people off on the way down for some reason. But according to their little ticket map, you can get off and on either direction. And during our visit in October of 2023, the price of the round trip ticket was 1,200 yen. Finally, the third ticket option is what I'm calling the 3/4 of the way. Takes you up to the top of the mountain and brings you back down to Onsoji Temple Station, but you have to get off on the second route. Now it does show in the little map you can stop there on the way up as well for some reason if you would like to stop and then go to the top, but you cannot go down from Onsoji Temple down to the base station with this ticket. And the point of this ticket would be is if you would want to take the trail that goes from Onsoji Temple back to ground level. And according to the website, this is about 500 steps down a stone walkway to the bottom. So
Yeah, that's a lot of stairs.
yeah. One final thing about the tickets, there is a discount for the tickets if you stay at a ryokan in Kinosaki Onsen. We found ours in the tourist information section in the reading room. But I'm sure if you don't see it somewhere lying around, you can ask at the front desk. This does give you a slight discount. I believe it was 200 yen, so basically it cost us 1,000 yen per person to go round trip. But the caveat was you could not use credit card at the same time as the coupon. You had to pay cash, so that's something to think about. And the third thing I would like to share about the ropeway is its timetable. So the ropeway does start daily at 9:10 a.m. and it's on a rolling 20-minute cycle. The final car comes down the mountain at 5:10 p.m. But one thing to note, the final car up to the top of the mountain is at 4:30 p.m. Now the one thing that is interesting to note, there is only 2 cars that go each direction. They do leave in tandem each way, and it's only a 7-minute round trip from either the bottom to the top or the gondola from the top to the bottom. Now the final thing that I want to note about the timetable is not specifically about the ropeway, but it's about the cafe at the top. So the cafe at the top does not open until 10 a.m. So if you do take that first car to the top, you will have about a 45-minute wait at the top before they open. So plan accordingly.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we did what we did and left the ryokan a little later after breakfast because it gave us a chance to enjoy the cafe.
Yeah. And then another thing to note is you do want to try to get there early because the snacks that they have are only brought out once a day. So when they run out of the puddings or any of the snacks, that's it for that day.
Yeah, a lot of the drinks sell out too, at least the popular ones, I believe. Yeah.
So don't be too early, but don't be too late if you can help it.
If you want the view from the patio, just know you might have to wait a little bit until guests are done enjoying it as well. That's one of the pros of getting there early though.
Yes.
You'll be able to sit in that area and enjoy that gorgeous view. On that note though, don't be worried about that viewing area if you can't get a seat. Where we were was just as amazing. There's some little like seats off to the side as you really couldn't tell in the video. But yeah, it was just as gorgeous. The reason people want that shot is because it is centered looking straight down to the town.
Yeah, but if you don't happen to be able to get the spot in front of the cafe, there is always the lookout point on top of the gondola station, which we did second, which is an awesome view of the town as well. So you don't have to have the cafe if it happens to be a busy time. So there is other options to see the town. And what's funny is if you could tell with the audio of the video when we were just at the top, I was kind of having to whisper because it is very quiet and so serene up there that nobody talks. No. Not even at the cafe, not in the cafe or around it. So it's like, you feel like you have to whisper the whole time. Everybody's just trying to take in the serenity. So one final thing about getting to the top or coming down from Mount Daishi, and that is it is fully accessible by a walking trail. And that means you could do it for free if you really want to, but you do need to dedicate some time. So some information about that. As mentioned, if you at least just want to go up and down from Onsoji Temple, it is about 500 stairs up a stone-staired stepway. And if you would like to go from Onsoji Temple to the top of the mountain, it is another 30 to 40 minutes according to their website, but it is on uneven terrain. So make sure you have proper hiking or walking shoes, and it may not be suitable for everybody, but they do state that the 500 stairs is possible if you're able to walk the stairs.
Yeah, apparently there's also like things to see along the way, like little statues and whatnot.
And obviously nature and everything. And the reason why the walkway is there is actually because of the local history. A little bit of information, I'll read it here. When the town was first founded, those who wished to bathe in the town, in the public onsens, were required to actually make the trip to Onsonji Temple to go up and thank the temple beforehand and the protectors of Kinosaki Onsen for having the baths. Then you were allowed to actually go into the baths. And I believe you would have to go up to the temple and get some type of confirmation from a Buddhist priest to state that you came up. Now obviously that is not required anymore, and one nice thing is if you would like to keep to that tradition, the ropeway ticket that allows you just go up to Onsonji Temple and back makes it very simple. And closing it out here, do you have any final thoughts on the ropeway?
No, I wish we had more time.
Yes.
We were limited on time. I could stay up there for a few hours. And I would love to do the walking tour, like down and up maybe one day.
And actually stop it on Onsonji Temple.
Yeah, that's like probably like a whole half a day thing there. So I would love to do that one day.
Yeah.
It's definitely highly recommended when you visit Kinosaki Onsen.
Yeah. And then do you have any final thoughts on Kinosaki Onsen, the town?
I wish we had more time there. Like, I think 2 days would be perfect.
Yes.
Because it is a small town, but there's also so much to do. You could do calligraphy, there's a tea ceremony class you could take, you can make your own ornaments, there's like tasting classes, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. But I think to do the minimal, like the bathhouses, the ropeway, a few snacks around at least 1 or 2 days. Yep. So I wish we had more time. I can't wait to be back. I do want to go back and experience it one more time.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we hope you enjoyed this video of our final day in Kinosaki Onsen. Be sure to stay tuned. The day did continue on us going back to Osaka, and that video will be up next. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye!
Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.